All right. Supposedly, Triple H is unhappy with recent hires. More details supposedly about Sasha Banks, and the same with Mandy Rose. You know what? Let's talk about it.
T.A.G.
That's tag shit.
Free fall as I die through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really want.
What up? What up? It's the Quattro ScooterRay here. And we're gonna just chat about some of this recent things that's been going on in WWE. First thing first, there's a report. Nothing has been confirmed, nothing has been set in stone or anything like that. But apparently Triple H is not happy with his rehires. And to not happy with some other rehires. And to round off the list, we had Karrion Kross and Scarlett, Dexter Lumis, Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai. We can't count Bronson. He just came back. We can't count Tegan. She just came back. We got Hit Row. Who else? Oh, Emma, Bray, and Strowman. I think that's pretty much everybody. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everybody that were rehired into the company. Out of that list, I can see his unhappiness a little bit with a few of them. If you want me to be specific, Johnny Gargano isn't really hitting. Dexter Lumis, maybe because of the storyline they put him in, it's a little Hit Row has been a little weird since they came back. I don't know. And I really, really, really hope Hit Row's secret sauce wasn't Swerve, because if it was, they in trouble. Emma, she's been kind of just floating, so I don't know. Karrion Kross, I've enjoyed Karrion Kross since he's been back because I felt like this is what he could have been before they made him a gladiator one. And they would have kept him with how he was in NXT. Strowman was a weird rehire because you're bringing in such this dominant force, especially at a time when you only have one world champion. Even though it's looking like we're going to get a collision course between Strowman and Gunther, but I'm not necessarily saying I've been since Strowman came back. I forgot Sarah Logan, who's now Valhalla. She hasn't really been doing much, so I can't really say be unhappy with her. Whom else? I mean, Dakota, she's tag champs with EO, so she's been serving her purpose since she's been back. So I couldn't. So it's kind of interesting of who the rehires he hasn't been so sure with. Oh, Bray. How can I forget Bray? Bray has been interesting because it's been character work so far. So we got to see how the character work goes. That's the issue with Bray. He hasn't wrestled yet. It's been pure character work. And I've been intrigued with all of this, but it's kind of one of those things to where when we're going to get the conclusion, in a sense, like when we're going to get the wrap up, like is Uncle Howdy, like who's Uncle Howdy going to be, or is Bray supposed to have a faction? Like, let's try to tie it all up. So it's interesting to see who he's necessarily not been happy with, and to see if there's going to be any releases. I mean, around certain times, I'm pretty sure probably around 2023, we'll start to see maybe some people get released, and we'll see how they go. Maybe people ask for a release. we'll see. But that is an interesting story of, Papa H isn't happy with some of his rehires. But let us know below what y'all think. Who y'all think Trips ain't too happiest with, things, that, and the other. Um, More Mandy Rose updates, and once again, nothing has truly been confirmed or denied. One update was she had a fan site, but it wasn't through OnlyFans. Um, it was I don't know the name of the site, but it was something in the vein, parallel, adjacent to OnlyFans, and apparently they knew she had the site. And where it is, Mattel was the ones who was upset by it and was like, "Hey, yo, get your girl." And that was one of the reasons why she was cut ties. Another story said that Matt Bloom, formerly Albert, formerly A-Train, he told that, "Hey, Mandy got this site, yo." And that was another reason why they cut her. Her representative came out and said that she's made like half a mil since she's been released, and that by Christmas she could be a millionaire, if not the new year. So obviously whatever Mandy is doing over there on that site is bringing the boys to the yard. That milkshake is bringing the boys to the yard. Yeah, I just made a reference to a 20-year-old song. Fuck it, deal with it. But obviously, it's bringing the boys to the yard and they swiping cards. Okay. Big cards, big bucks. If she's making that much money, and another rumor or source is saying she was making like $250, a quarter meal, and apparently she wouldn't even get naked. It was just risque implied. She was making a quarter. Like she was making more than her contract, apparently. But it sucks that her ring was just so unceremoniously cut. It sucks that, it just all dissolved so quickly. And, in situations like this, we know how WWE can be. They just write you off. And it was just like, she's gone. Like, there's been no mention. This past Tuesday, Gigi and JC had a match. There was no mention of Mandy. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes, how it all plays out, and ultimately the finale of it all. Hold on 1 second.
Did you know that Shawn Michaels had to write that script on the fly of Mandy attacking
Roxanne? Yeah. Yeah, that was yeah.
That's right. It would be an hour.
Yeah, you could tell all of that was done right then and there, because I said on here most that match was supposed to take place on New Year's Eve. And you could tell that it was something, like I said, you could tell from the way that show planned out that why all of a sudden Roxanne got a title shot and then the next day Mandy got released. So yeah, so you could tell that definitely something all came up. But once again, I mean, it's not that difficult to just write an impromptu title match. They've done it before.
But Shawn Michaels, he's a wrestler. He's not a...
Just like that with Triple H. They got it before. Not really when you've been in the business that long. You can come up with storylines like that on the fly. I mean, it would have been different. It would have been different if Roxanne didn't just win #1 contenders and then all of a sudden Roxanne just magically gets a title shot. But due to the fact that she had just won that Iron Survivor, it made sense. That's why it was so weird that she got the title so fast and then boom, released. But like I said, all of this stuff is speculative. Nothing has been concrete. Hell, I don't even think they officially said Mandy Rose was released, to be honest with you. So, but we'll see how it plays out. Mandy, keep making your bucks, keep making your coins. Because obviously, whatever you're doing over there, you doing it. And apparently you got the support if they about to damn near make you a self-made millionaire. So, yeah. other little quick hits. There's rumors about the Royal Rumble that Trips wants to do something special about the men's Royal Rumble, which they might do that 40-man Royal Rumble like they did 10 or so years ago. Please don't do the 50 like I did at the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, because that was just overkill. But there's word that that might happen. There's also word that Chelsea Green might be making her way back to WWE, because apparently some people realize she stopped her OnlyFans, because she had an OnlyFans and she disabled it. So many people were speculating that she was returning back to the E, and this might be it if she disabled her OnlyFans. So we shall see where that goes. Another story that's been floating about, and we've been getting updates, we've been getting word, rumors. Like I said, nothing's concrete. Mercedes Bernardo, formerly known as Sasha Banks, details about her release was, she negotiated it months ago, and that come January 1st, she's basically free to do whatever. But one of the biggest stories that was coming out was pay. Word around town was Sasha was like, hey, I should be getting paid the same as Charlotte and Becky. And the words used was she was seen as a star that already peaked. Fuck out of here. I've been on record. It's on YouTube somewhere. Sasha Banks has given every woman in that company their best match.
Oh.
She gave Bianca her best match. She gave Ronda her best match. She gave Asuka her best match. She gave Io her best match in NXT. Her and Bayley is still talked about, and they was in NXT.
Oh.
So to say that she is a star that's quote unquote already peaked is horrible. Because if that's the case, then you could definitely say that about Charlotte. Because what else can Charlotte do? The only thing Charlotte can do to make her more grand is if she wins a men's title, a la China with the Intercontinental. That would be the only thing Charlotte can do. And let's be honest, same thing with Becky. Yeah, she's big time Bex. Yeah, she's back as the man again. But if you want to say Sasha's stardom has already peaked, you can pretty much say the same thing with Charlotte and Becky. So for that to been a rumor, because once again, it's not true. But if that is true, that she wanted equal pay to those two women, and they basically kind of laughed at her in a sense, fuck y'all for that. Because Sasha was that girl. Like, every woman had their best match with Sasha Banks. Plain and simple. But whatever Mercedes do going forward, we wish her the best of luck. Apparently her CBD company is taking off. She's still in the Mandalorian. Whatever opportunities come, there's still a rumor that she's supposed to show up in New Japan. So whatever she has going forward, Godspeed. But to say that she's peaked already as a superstar, that's a wild statement. That's a wild statement, considering, are we really comparing her with Charlotte and Becky? Like, come on now. In the words of Ed Lover, come on, say. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Something quick, something simple, not too long. Happy holidays to all of those out there. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. If you celebrate them all, Chris Moana Kwanzaa. If you celebrate Festivus, happy Festivus for the rest of us. Make sure you air out those grievances. Um, I'm pretty sure I'll see y'all again before the new year, but just in case, Happy New Year. Um, we're a week away. Not only we're a week away, but that means we're getting close to Wrestle Kingdom, which I think is January 4th this year. So, New Japan. Uh, Maybe we might see Mercedes. But thank y'all for tuning in. Shouts out to Jaeger. Shouts out to Dizzle. Shouts out to Juggs. And like we do all the time, but we got to make it Christmas size and gift wrap. So let me warm it up and to everybody out there. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you to the Tag team, Tag Nation, Tag Universe, Tag Galaxy. Like I said, happy holidays. Y'all be safe out there and tag out. Peace.